Hey guys, it's Dwight. I'm back in my studio today. I am going to be working on a large canvas. It's a 30 by 40. It's a level 2 Michaels canvas gallery wrapped. So a couple of things I want to talk about today. I'm going to be doing mostly blue. I want to see if I can really stretch this out and see about the cells that I get. I'm going to go over my colors in a few minutes, and first what I'm going to do is show you how I mix my paints. There's been people asking me questions. I'll be honest with you, when I say 1 part paint, 2 part Floetrol, I eyeball it at this point. I used to measure it, so today I'm just going to be eyeballing it. I will be using a drizzle of Liquitex pouring medium and then water, and you will see I'll be using a lot of water. Let's see, the other thing is that this canvas, unfortunately, is slightly warped. So I have it sitting on my tray in a way that I don't think it's going to move and it's level. So fingers crossed that when we get through this today and it dries, it will be nice and smooth and nice and even, and there won't be any distortions based on it being slightly warped. And the funny thing about that is too, when I went to Michael's to pick up my order today, they had one pulled out for me. I laid it on the floor flat, and it was really warped. So I went back to the back and I looked through 4 or 5 other canvases the same size, and they were slightly warped. I think what I may have done to warp this, is when I wet the back to tighten the canvas, I torch it slightly just to put a little bit of heat. And I've heard somebody say before in the past that sometimes what that'll do is that may warp your canvas. Could be, but I think I've got it pretty level, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll see you in a few minutes, and I'll show you how I mix my paints, and we'll go from there. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, guys, hi there. Here I am. So I've got a little bit of a spread laid out here to kind of want to show you how I mix my paints. So if you can see this cup here, this is my Floetrol. I strain it. As you can see, there might be some little gunky things in there. That can get in the way of tilting and can create can mess up your composition a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix, this is Folk Art Treasure Gold. This is aquamarine, sort of a nice blue-green. And I'm going to put this, that's an 8-ounce cup, okay? So I'm going to just pour some of this in here. There we go. I don't want to use a whole lot because I'm going to add some other color to it. So as you can see, it's a nice color. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Deco Art Deep Turquoise. Well, if I can get it open. There we go. So that's a beautiful, beautiful blue. So I'm going to just stir it a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit in. And last but not least, I want to lighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to use a little bit of the white pearl, and that's Deco Art Metallics. I'm just going to squirt this in. Remember I said I eyeball things, so. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I have this gallon of Liquitex pouring medium. What I do is I just use one of these little like medicine cups, and I just add a little. I'll just show you. Okay. I just pour just a little bit in. That's all I need. What I do first is I just mix it all together. Hoping you can see that. Beautiful light blue. And then I add some Floetrol. So I go a little bit more than half a cup. Now remember, Floetrol is a paint conditioner, but what it also does is it allows you to use less paint, and you can use more Floetrol and get more coverage. The reason for the Liquitex pouring medium is that it's a binder. So when you're adding water and you're stretching, you don't lose pigment and it doesn't fragment. So it keeps the color. So as you can see, this is pretty thick. Here comes the fun part. I know, my cup is dirty, but that's on the outside. This is just water. The other thing to keep in mind is if you do this and it comes out too thin, what do? Well, you can add some extra paint, You can add some extra Floetrol just to thicken it up. Stir this in a little bit better. Okay, it's still a little thick. So use my little squeezer thing here, like an eyedropper. I think it's 1 tablespoon per eyedrop, so put 2 extra tablespoons in and mix it all up. Okay, that's just about right. Okay guys, I'm gonna mix the rest of my paints and colors. Oh, first let me show you the colors. I'm also gonna be using Ice Blue, Deco Art Metallics. I like this deep navy blue, that's Folk Art. I'm also gonna do a cup with just the Ice Blue. With the Pearl White, because I want some light in between the layers. And I'm gonna use Artist Loft Acrylic Flow White. Of course, my dump paint will be Artist Loft Acrylic Flow Black. And I'm gonna put a big puddle paint, and that's gonna be Artist Loft Acrylic Flow Blue. Okay guys, we will see you soon. Hey guys, it's Dwight, I'm back. Sorry for all the glare, I'm just sitting on the floor. Kind of a cool perspective. It turned out pretty cool. It was a large canvas. A little harder to maneuver than I remembered, but it's looking pretty good. So I know it has a lot of negative space, which I think is okay in a larger painting. The cells are quite fascinating. There's a lot of different color ones, especially up here in the front. It's pretty dark back there in the back. There, that's better. Oh, nice blue. I was hoping this would fill in some more. I don't think it'll change any. It's been sitting here probably about 45 minutes, and I think that's probably about as much as it's gonna do. So I sort of proved a point to myself. I appreciate the fact that I was able to recreate a painting that I did last year, very similar to this, in blues. And I have it still in storage. Maybe what I'll do in just a moment here is I'll pull it out so you can take a look at it. And it has less negative space in it, but it's got blues, and the blue took over. So what I did, which I forgot to tell you and didn't show you, was I added a little bit of, I think, DecoArt Extreme Sheen Obsidian to my blue base coat. So that's why it's so dark. I didn't realize it was going to take over as much, but I guess I should have known, since Extreme Sheen tends to do that. Okay, guys, I'm going to play around with some smaller canvases, trying out some new techniques. And I won't be doing anything large for another month or so, unless I really feel like I have to. So you guys take care. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you soon. Hey guys, it's Dwight again. Sorry for the noise. Those are my dehumidifiers. This is what I did last year, so it's very similar. Maybe they can go side by side. So I just pulled this out of my storage closet. Sorry for the glare, but you can see all the cells. And they have that light green behind it, but it's so blue down here. It's really kind of cool. There you go. Cool. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you. Let me step back here. There you go. If you like blue, that works for you. Okay guys, take care.